What's up YouTube, BMR here, and today I'm rebuilding my SP chassis. I meant to do this on camera with you guys, but honestly, getting into the servo area and all that just stressed me out too much, so I didn't do it on camera, but I just wanted to stop and pause right here because I'm in the middle of my rebuild. I'm putting stuff back together. You can see I have my aluminum drive shaft mounts in there. I went ahead and I installed my ceramic bearings. So my car, it's running really well, and I was actually really excited. I was just testing the gear mesh, and I just wanted to stop and show you guys. So check it out. Oh, that was me knocking over a water bottle. Anyways, listen to this. Where's the microphone? Hang on. Hear how smooth that is? It's not binding or anything. It's perfect gear mesh. And then the cool thing too, when you come up in the front, we drop our one-way differential in there. It's smooth in there. Let's listen to this. Hope that's picking up on camera. Basically, it's perfect. And this is one of the things that I absolutely love about MA-020s is if you have your right motor mounts in there, your gears are going to line up perfectly and you're going to have perfect gear mesh. And what that means is if you have perfect gear mesh, you don't necessarily need aluminum gears. I see a lot of people, they like to put, brass or aluminum pinion, steel pinion, whatever on their motor, and then aluminum spur gear, and then also one of those TI metal, let me pull that out. One of these, the drive shaft pinion gear, I guess that is, or spur gear or whatever in the front. They like to put that as the TI metal version of it. And it says in the instructions manual for the front one-way differential and also the solid one-way or the solid rear axle, it says to not use these because it puts excessive wear on them. So that's why I like to just stick with the plastic stuff. And with the MA-020s, it's low stress, really. It's not like these things are under high load. And also the gear mesh, if you put the right motor mounts, it's impossible to mess up your gear mesh because your motor has nowhere to move. It has zero play. So you have perfect gear mesh every time, and it sounds like this. Just a nice smooth whir, or whiz or whatever you want to call it. So anyways, I'm going to keep going on with my rebuild. I'm not going to be filming this for you guys. Sorry. I'm just, I'm enjoying putting the car back together and not stressing about doing this on camera because I don't think I've ever showed you guys. Here's my home setup. Literally, I use the Lego to shim the camera and have it at the right angle on top of Tupperware, on top of Tupperware, on top of more Tupperware. So it's just, it's a really ghetto setup, and I have to basically bear hug my camera to get around it. Set you guys back down. Anyways, I have to bear hug all this Tupperware, right? And so it's just really awkward to work on the car. So anyways, that's why I'm not doing this rebuild on camera because it was just too nerve-wracking to get the servo in there. And honestly, when I put my servo in there the first time, I messed up. I missed one of the plates. I only noticed it because I looked back in the old chassis and I saw a little plastic bit sitting in there and I was like, oh shoot, what's that? So I had to pull that apart. So anyways, another thing that I wanted to mention real quick, guys, I said that I put Loctite on my screws last time because I saw Loctite on it, but since I had to take apart the front end, when you first put your screws in to this plastic, it's not going to be threaded, right? So your screws are going to bite into the plastic and it actually removes a little bit of the plastic material. It cuts your threads, but it also leaves a little bit of the plastic left in the threads of the screw. So when you pull it out, you see that plastic and it looks white. I thought that was Loctite, but I mistook it. It's plastic. It's just part of the frame. So guys, do not use Loctite when you're putting your screws in. Plastic and metal should bite well enough that it's not going to come loose. Your screws aren't going to back out on you. And just be really careful when you're installing stuff. Like this screw over here, it's stripping on me, so I wasn't able to get it fully seated. So it's raised up on that corner, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. That's not really going to be coming up on me. So anyways, I just wanted to say, guys, don't Loctite your screws. If you see that white stuff on your screws when you pull them out, it's not thread locker, it's plastic. So just keep that in mind. So anyways, I just wanted to stop real quick, talk about the gear mesh. Oh, one other thing I was going to say. So for the gear mesh, this is a rolling paper, right? So it's super thin paper, super thin. It's very easy to rip it or damage it, right? So let's feed a little bit of it in here into the gears. So we have the paper in the gear. Oop. There we go. All right. I didn't line it up very nicely, but as you can see, it didn't rip the rolling paper at all. And this rolling paper, it should rip really easy. You know, it's super, super thin paper, but it didn't damage it at all. But it was able to feed it through it because the gear mesh is perfect. That's exactly what you want to look for in your gear mesh. So anyways, I almost forgot about that. So I just wanted to real quick mention that, you know, that show you guys, basically demonstrate that it has perfect gear mesh. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. And that's just basically one of the many things that I love about Mini-Zs. The fact that you can use AAA batteries, the fact that your gear mesh is going to always be perfect as long as you choose the right motor mounts. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to continue on with my rebuild, and I'll just meet up with you guys again once I have my build completed, and it's going to be my version 3. It's going to have my ceramic bearings. It's going to have my new aluminum front camber knuckles. It's going to have a secret something going on in the back end. I haven't showed you guys what I got for that yet. Or did I? No, I did show you guys what I got for that. So anyways, never mind. It's not in a DWS rear end. It is... Here we go. The PN Racing carbon fiber aluminum rear ends. So anyways, that's going to be what I'm installing on this car. So, hey guys, I finished filming the video and I realized I didn't mention this part up here. So this was the part of the servo that most worried me, that I wasn't going to have an even left or right servo throw. And I was also worried that basically it was just going to be making excessive contact on one side or something like that. So let's pop that in. Check it out. No contact with the frame. No contact with the frame, and it looks to be about perfect. The same amount of gap, maybe a tiny bit more gap on this side, so a little tighter on this side. But once I get the front end installed, we can see how it's tracking and how it's turning, and we can adjust that inside the radio itself. Maybe play with our endpoint and stuff like that. I want to make sure it's perfectly balanced. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to mention that because this is the part that gave me the most anxiety. Like I was saying, the servo was the part of the rebuild I was scared about. But anyways, if you line up your servo horn, you'll see it in there. And as long as you have it perfectly vertical and pretty much centered, it's in this little round part in there. That's where it is. That's why it's domed like that, because it has left and right. You know, it needs room to move. But anyways, as long as you have it pretty much lined up perfectly straight up and down, you'll see it. Then you won't have any issues. That's what I did. I did it by eyeball, and trust me guys, I do not have a dead eye. My dad has a dead eye, and I know I do not have a dead eye because I've seen his dead eye. So anyways, I'm just saying, you just get it close enough and it'll be fine. And you can, like I said, you can adjust it in your controller. You don't need to have a fancy controller like this. Just with the stock one, you can still adjust it. So anyways, back to the end of the video. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. It's Saturday here for me where I'm recording. So anyways, I'm going to keep on going with this rebuild, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you next time.